welcome back to the C&O Show. Follow us on Twitter at C&O Show. On the line, we have a guest I'm very excited to talk to. I actually grew up watching him on Mad TV, and he's on to promote his new DVD, Hollywood Look, I'm Smiling, available now from Code Black Entertainment. Aries Spears joins the show. Aries, tell us about the new DVD.
A new DVD, our special called Look Hollywood, I'm Smiling. A little shot at, well, let me tell you about the cover, which is somewhat of an eye-catcher. It's me basically in blackface, smiling the camera with the beautiful Al Jolson white lip grin, with a couple of white executives in suits looking at me, making sure I'm smiling.
You could get away with that, I couldn't.
Exactly. And it's just a little bit of a subtle message about the racism in Hollywood, and along with other things that I discuss, like homosexuality in America, of course, certain things in pop culture, politics, race in America overall, relationships. It's a fun time, man.
Right, Aries, I don't know if you saw the press release for it, but it says, quote, Hollywood Look, I'm Smiling is not only one of Spears' strongest performances, it is also a no-holds-barred attempt to shed light on the hypocrisy of today's society. Do you really get that serious in this?
I think there are a couple of sections where I kind of do, particularly when I talk about homosexuality in America, because of course, with the whole gay marriage thing, it's a sensitive issue, and it's an issue that's really passionate to obviously the gay community as well as non-gay people, and I definitely have a specific point of view.
Were there any new impressions that you worked on for this DVD?
Yeah, I kind of got Paul Mooney in there. Hard comedy fans that really know comedy. I got Paul Mooney in there, which is part of my thing about the whole Hollywood Look, I'm Smiling bit and racism in Hollywood. And two new rappers, Notorious B.i.g. and Method Man.
Method Man, huh? Did you just come up with that recently, or is this something you've kind of been keeping in your arsenal?
I've always been able to do Method. It's just what took me a while to put it out there was his rhyme scheme is so complex, and I had to really get that down. So you can do your own rendition of the what? Notorious B.i.g. song featuring Method Man. Yeah, it's really just a collaboration mix with Snoop, Biggie, and Meth rapping together.
Sounds amazing.
Do you get Aries? Do you get pissed when people ask you to do impressions on cue? Because I gotta imagine that's got to be pretty annoying. But at the same time, it's something that you're known for. It's what people liken you to. Well,
when I'm on stage, I definitely have to do it because I know that's what the people pay to see, and I'd hate that. That's like buying a ticket to go see Mike Tyson fight back in the day.
Right.
It went to decision. He was great. It was nice to see Mike, but you want the knockout.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I don't mind doing it. And then I have a rule. Whenever I'm not on stage, I don't say no to women and kids.
So we got to get a kid in here to get you to do an impression. So if we wanted to get you to do DMX on Rebecca Black's new video, we'd have to go grab a kid from the street, bring him in here, and say,
I can get my little brother on the line.
or you got to show me your tits.
I'm doing it right now. You just can't see it.
Aries, you've mastered so many different impressions. Is that something that just comes naturally to you, or do you say to yourself, I want to do an impression of this guy, I got to try to work on that?
It's one of those things, man, where it's like, it's a God-given gift, and I can't do everybody that I'd like to. And if I really feel like I can't do it justice, I don't do it just for the sake of doing it, just so I can say, oh, man, I got 300 impressions I can do. A lot of people will say they have 100, but really only 40 of them sound good,
Right.
So if I can't do it, I tend not to touch it.
Because I'm good at impressions, but only of, people I know. You know what I mean? Only my small group of friends know.
It's funny because I'll go do shows, especially in front of black audiences, and people will just start yelling out, do this person, do this person. And I think that because I'm black, they think that I can do anybody black. Random black people do the mother from Good Times.
Let me ask you this. You've performed at the Apollo, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of hollow grounds and just, the comedy legend and the comedy lore. What was that experience like for you? And were you nervous at all getting up on the stage there, knowing how just tough the crowd has been a legend to be?
They booed Lauryn Hill when she was younger.
No, I I never knew that they booed Lauryn Hill when she was younger.
Crazy.
But I always went into it thinking, like, I did Def Jam when I was 16, and then the very next year I did Apollo. So I just was thinking, like, there's no way they could destroy a child's dreams, you know,
right.
that quickly. But, and not to sound arrogant in any way, but I was really good even at that age.
Right.
So I was able to wow the crowd.
You cocky SOB.
But I also knew going in that had to be my game plan. I didn't try to go up there and be cutesy or try to, like, you know, hope that I grabbed them by the throat immediately.
Your single and music video for F a Book is available on iTunes. I saw it, and it made me think of the story. I lived in Florida for a little while, Broward County. I don't know if you're familiar with the police women of Broward County. And I was driving around, and I saw a stop sign, and right below the word stop, somebody wrote in graffiti "reading," and they wrote "reading" REEDING. So this...
No, my thing, I'm a hip-hop fanatic, man, and being from New York, you know, we've always prided ourselves on as rap artists to be able to spit, to be able to say things that make you go, whoa, metaphors, punchlines. And to me, the state of hip-hop now with Southern rap, it's like you don't have to be able to have complex rhyme schemes at all. Just say some Dr. Seuss crap and put a dance to it that 6-year-old black kids can do, and you're a hit.
Yeah.
So I just was taking a poke at, like, these Southern rappers that are basically like, dude, you don't have to have any education. Don't read a book. Just show me your latest dance.
What are some recent hip hop artists that you're into right now? I mean, if you pride yourself on something like that.
Man, I'm so biased. Like, I'm really such a hardcore East Coast guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything for me is like Nas, Jay-Z, Jadakiss.
Nice.
Anything from the East Coast, I'm with it. Maybe Snoop, like his first album, which was classic,
right.
Doggy Style. Of course, anything Tupac, and then that's it for me.
I'm surprised you don't have a Lil Wayne impression in your arsenal yet. I mean, he's
you know what? Again, that's one of those where I wish I could do it, but I really can't. like something about his, like Atheon Crockett does an awesome Lil Wayne. I wish to God I could, but I just can't.
All right, well, we'll let you go, but before you go, I don't have boobs, and I'm not a female, but can I get some Method Man a little bit?
Mr. Meth Man from the Shallon, we wildin', my crew be wildin', honey mashed up when we pallin'.
That is spot on. That is spot on.
Damn. That's sick, man. That is sick.
It sounds a lot better with a beat behind it and in the comedy.
I should have beatboxed for you, man.
Yeah, we'll mix the beat in when we go back and mix this thing up.
I like that homemade rap, baby.
There it is.
All right, well, again, Hollywood Look, I'm Smiling comes out today, Amazon.com. Check out the video, too. It's hilarious. Aries, thanks so much for the time, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank
All right,
you for
buddy.
having me.